You feel it, that idea, that vision, that truth. It lives inside you, rich, complex, alive. But when you try to express it, words falter. Action feels premature, and what comes out never feels quite as deep as what you hold within. If you're an INFJ, INTJ, INFP, or INTP, you might know this tension all too well. Not just the struggle to act, but the challenge of translating what feels infinite into something the world can actually receive. Let's begin with Lisa, the INFJ. She spent days sensing a growing insight, not in straight lines, but in layers, emotional patterns, symbolic threads, unseen connections. She wants to share it, to create something meaningful, but as soon as she tries, it slips away. Her introverted intuition offers vision, profound and abstract. But translating it through FE, her outward-facing feeling function, means adapting that insight to others' emotions, expectations, sensitivities. And in that process, some of it gets lost. She pulls back, waits, hoping that one day she'll find the exact right words. That moment when expression matches depth. Now meet Kai, the INTJ. His mind has built something, a system, a solution. It's been refined, revised, tested in silence. But when it's time to act, to present it, lead with it, build it into the world, he hesitates. His NI shows the long game. His TE wants efficiency, measurable outcomes. But he senses the world isn't ready, or worse, will distort what he's worked so hard to make coherent. So he keeps it internal, waiting for the timing to be perfect, for every variable to align. And yet, part of him knows impact never comes from vision alone. It has to land. Then there's Rose, the INFP. Inside, she holds a constellation of values, emotions and truths that feel sacred, untouchable. She's written pages, imagined projects, dreamed of stories, causes, conversations that would carry her message. But when the moment comes to choose, or to publish, to speak, to build, she pauses. What if expressing it simplifies it? What if bringing it out strips it of its soul? Her FI guards authenticity like fire. Her TE, though weaker, pushes her to act, but it often feels like a compromise she can't afford. So she protects what matters, even if that means never sharing it at all. And finally, Leo, the INTP. He's built a mental framework so intricate, so elegant, he's convinced it could change something real. But when it comes time to explain it, he stumbles. His TI is razor-sharp, inward-facing, demanding clarity. His NE throws out options, rephrasings, analogies, but none seem to bridge the gap between his mind and theirs. And FE, the function that would help him shape his thoughts for others, feels like the weak link, clumsy, unnatural. So he retreats. Not because the idea is wrong, but because translating it feels harder than creating it. These types don't just think deeply. They build entire internal realities, structured by dominant introverted functions. NI for INFJ and INTJ, FI for INFP, TI for INTP. These functions give their inner life definition, but they don't come with built-in bridges to the outside. And when paired with functions like TE, FE, or even NE, there's always tension between precision and resonance, between authenticity and accessibility, between the infinite idea and the finite action. And every time they try to bring that inner world out, they face the same questions. Will this be misunderstood? Will it lose what made it powerful? Will it still be mine once it's shared? INFJs move forward when they accept that an insight doesn't have to be perfect to be valuable. FE, their extroverted feeling, can soften the intensity of NI, their introverted intuition. But true expression? It begins when they trust that even fragments can heal. INTJs gain traction when they stop waiting for the perfect moment. TE, their extroverted thinking, shines when it leads with experimentation, not just execution. Because NI, their deep long-term vision, doesn't grow in silence. It grows through action. INFPs find momentum when they realize something powerful. Integrity isn't lost through expression, it's refined. FI, their sacred introverted feeling, stays whole, even when TE, the builder inside, helps create something structured, visible, real. INTPs begin to share when they accept that logic doesn't have to be complete to be shared. That TI can guide, NE can imagine, but FE opens the doorway for connection even if it's messy. Because sometimes, the only way to make complexity real is to risk imperfection. If your thoughts feel too vast, your values too personal, your vision too nuanced to be explained, maybe that's because you weren't meant to reduce them. You were meant to translate them, with care, yes, but also with courage. The world doesn't need simplified versions of you. It needs the form only you can give to what no one else can see. So I'll ask you, what's one idea, belief, or project you've kept inside because it felt too big, too personal, or too complex to share? Tell me in the comments. Because maybe, just maybe, naming it is the first step in shaping it. If you saw yourself in this, subscribe. There's still a lot to explore about keeping your inner life alive while staying present in the world. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video.